With summer at an end and kids back to school, that means it's one of the best times to evaluate how your child's school approaches bullying. Prevention and support can prepare both adults and children. Drew Alberg from the Bullying Recovery Resource Center joins me again to share more. Great to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Now, when it comes to parents, can they take any preventative steps to kind of be prepared if their child is having any issues with school, if they're being bullied?
Absolutely. We recommend parents, that summer or right now, look through that handbook. And there's, it can be rather boring, but there should be a good definition of bullying and harassment, as well as the programs and the policies, what happens, and things like that. To do a little research and be prepared, right? Hopefully you never need to do it, but it's nice to know.
Okay. And then you have something that's called the 3 Ps. Yeah. Can you explain what these are?
And these come from Barbara Colaroso, who is a bullying expert that we've worked with in the past. So those are policies, procedures, and programs. And a school that engages in all 3 of those is going to handle bullying better, maybe have less bullying, and keep those kids safer. So policies is basically what I said. It's what's the definition of bullying, what happens, what can the parents expect. It should all be written out. And very important to have a definition of bullying so people understand and see if you understand it. Procedures, what happens? How do I report it? How soon is someone going to get back to me? Do I keep reporting it? What methodology do I need to do? What can I expect? And then programs is the things the school does to kind of bullying prevention. How is bullying taught in the school, in the classroom? Is there an assembly? Is it just once a year? Is it a cultural thing? Are inclusion and empathy part of the curriculum? Social emotional skills are very important at the school. So all those kind of things, the parents can kind of investigate and see if that's part of the culture, see if it's part of the school system, and go from there. If not, ask the questions, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And when it comes to bullying, yes, parents are going to be involved. Staff should be involved. What should staff know when it comes to that?
That's so good. Everybody in that school, the people that work in the lunchroom, the school bus drivers, should be trained on bullying, what it is, what isn't, how to intervene, why to intervene, and how do they report it? Do they fill out paperwork, or do they go directly to the head of school? Whatever that is, they need to have that training as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
If a child is being bullied, or there are signs that they may be, that the parent is noticing, if it seems like the school isn't doing anything, what should the parent do?
Great question. So definitely report it. We recommend you report every incident, and we personally recommend you report it in writing. A lot of schools have forms. Go ahead and do that online form. If they're not responding in a timely manner, go ahead and keep reporting. Go up to the next level. If you talk to the teacher, follow up with an email, maybe CC the head of school or the vice principal. And it's okay to keep going up if the school's not responding. And generally, if parents are having a problem, this is kind of where we get involved as well. Yeah.
Very good tips there. Before we run out of time, tell us about the wonderful event you have coming up.
It's a premier event. We have the Belong Gala, and that's October 2nd this year. Friday night, it's at Social Capital up in Arvada. It's a great evening, and it's celebrating a place where everybody should belong, because you know what? A place like that has less bullying. So, and all the money's raised goes and helps those families we get to support across the state of Colorado.
Yeah. Anything specific people can expect at the event to experience?
We have some great entertainment. We feed you a very nice dinner and cocktails, and maybe bring a tissue, because we're going to tell some stories as well about the work we do.
Wonderful to talk with you as always, Drew. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And attend the Belong Gala on Friday, October 2nd in Arvada. For tickets, you can visit bullyingrecoveryresourcecenter.org. And that's also where you can access resources, learn how you can assist in anti-bullying efforts, or find out about volunteering to support their mission.